Alright guys, we are here for another FSD video. We're going to activate FSD and we're going to see how it performs. Today we're going to do highway and city mixed. We have tested out FSD 13.2.2 a few times and it's performing relatively well. There are a few improvements obviously that can be made, but overall I'm seeing improvements in smoothness and a lot of different things. I have not tried it on the highway so far, so this was the first time me testing out FSD 13.2.2 on the Cybertruck on the highway, and we want to see what the behavior is on merges. Going off ramp and coming on the ramp as well, and also other cars going on ramp and off ramp. So we're going to test all that out in this video, and we'll see how it goes. I think another software update just got released. It is bug fixes on some of the cars, and they're slowly rolling out 13.2.2.1. So it's 13.2.2, just bug fixes for that software. I have not gotten it yet, but a lot of Highland Model 3s are getting that right now. Cybertruck continues to upload a tremendous amount of data and download a tremendous amount of data on a daily basis. Since I've gotten this truck, this is the single most data heavy, I would say it's data heavy computer I have. It is downloading and uploading. It's basically using the most amount of data. I'm gonna put the data for the last week over here now so you guys can see significant amount of data, which is a good thing because the more data Tesla collects that is Cybertruck specific, the better FSD will be for Cybertruck, because Model 3 and Model Y are extremely good. A lot of times here, so this is the first time I'm seeing FSD keep this lane. Normally it would keep that left-hand lane, and I'm gonna put my hand over here because I have a car right next to me on the left. So that was decent. I would slow down here so we can go behind and merge, because we're about to merge. But that car is smart enough to speed up, and this was actually a really good merging behavior. This is probably the best merge FSD has ever done. So that's a very big positive that I noticed so far. We're gonna hop on the highway. We're gonna go through more merges and monitor behavior. So here, perfect. This is perfect. So as soon as we had a chance to merge, we merged. Normally it would just go and hug the right-hand lane and merge. Basically when the lane is ending. That is not optimal. This was optimal what the car just did now. So merging behavior, we've merged 2 times right now, and it seems to have improved. I'm gonna say significantly, because merges I was taking over a lot of different times. Okay, we're changing the lane now, going to the fast lane. We are in a hurry profile. I'm going to max this out, speed to 85 miles per hour. And we're going to see if we get a chance to go 85 miles an hour. The previous version was not touching 85 miles an hour. I had to push the accelerator for it to actually touch 85, and then it'll slowly creep down to 80. 13.2.1 felt very comfortable around 80 miles an hour. I like to go 85 on the highway. But 80 is fine too, not a big deal. So we have another merge coming in. We'll have another chance to judge how it does. So that's 3 merges so far. This is the 3rd one coming up. Okay, the blinker is on. Cybertruck turned the blinker on. This car needs to merge as well. This is a little dangerous, but we made that happen. I'm gonna say that was more neutral than good because we should have slowed down or sped up to. This was like a double merge. So we had 2 lanes merging into one and then 1 lane merging into the interstate. So we should have slowed down and went behind that car, or we should have aggressively overtaken it, went in front of it, and merged. I would normally go behind it, so they have space to merge as well. But this was still better than what it was doing it. So with the previous software update, I would have taken over at that point. But 3 merges, 2 performed excellent, and 1 it was okay. I think this is looking very good. So we're going to stay on the interstate for the next 12 miles, and we're going to go off ramp and see how it does. FSD did not have a lot of issues going off ramp. Merging was the main concern, and I'm also noticing that 13.2.2 is keeping fast lane. It would normally stay in the slow lane, the right-hand lane, more often. So I'm gonna say, so that's another merge coming up, and if we're in that right-hand lane, we're obviously gonna complicate merge situation for those cars that are merging right now. So staying in this lane again, merge number 4, letting other cars merge properly. This is a huge win because we're keeping the left-hand lane. That's actually very impressive. So 13.2.1 was struggling with merges, but 13.2.2 seems like has improved significantly. One good thing about 13.2.1 was it was keeping away from other cars, so it would lean more left in this lane, but we're kind of in the middle over here, which is fine. Just something that I noticed. Okay, that's good. So it's actually trying to go. Oh my god, that car went out of the lane. So right here, something that FSD should have adjusted for, that car on the right when we were overtaking it, they came out of their lane a little bit. So to adjust for that, our car should have left as well, which I'm seeing Model 3 and Model Y accommodating for instances like that, but Cybertruck is not doing that. So here in edge case scenarios like this, we need Cybertruck specific data. So we're still staying around about 80 miles an hour, even though the speed limit that I've set is 85, which again is not a big deal, but something to note. It likes to stay around 80. So it's staying centered, or it's leaning a little bit right in this lane, which is a new behavior that I'm noticing in the city and in the highway. So it's leaning closer to the right than center or towards the left. And Cybertruck is relatively new for me, so I'm not used to how far right do I need to be, because I'm not used to the size of this truck. because it's wider than the Model 3. Model 3 compared to this was tiny, like a tiny car. But this is huge, so I'm still not 100% used to how far wide does it go. And it feels like it's wider than it actually is. So now we're staying closer to the left. So this time it accommodated for that. No, it did not accommodate for that because we're still going left. That, we hugged the left yellow lane a lot there. Not sure why. I thought it was accommodating for that car, but that car was not coming out of the lane. And now we're more leaning towards the right. So this is a little bit weird behavior that I'm seeing with 13.2.2, whereas 13.2.1 did not have this behavior. It was more centered. You can feel the car keeping a little bit right lane a lot of different times. We're centered right now. And I think it just drives differently than I do. I normally keep closer to the left, so I'll adjust for other cars. If I have a car on the right side, I'm going to adjust towards the left side while overtaking it. And if I have a car on the left side and I don't have a car on the right side, I'm going to adjust and keep a little bit towards the right. And if I have cars on both sides, I'm going to decenter. I'm not seeing FSD do that. So we have a car on the right and we're still... Actually, it did adjust this time. So it moved in the center instead of leaning right. It's very difficult to tell what exactly it would do because it's reacting differently every time. But it's very smooth. Right, 0.8 miles, we have to take the exit, so we are preparing to go closer to the right side of the interstate. And it is so smooth. It is so smooth. These maneuvers are so smooth. It's like a human is driving it. That was like near perfect, these maneuvers. We changed 2 lanes back to back and it was perfect. That was very smooth. No jerky movement. It was just perfect. Perfect. I cannot say enough good things about the improvement that I'm seeing on merging in and out of the interstate. I'm happy with this improvement on the merge. I would have stayed in the right lane because we do have to take a right turn right after we make this left turn. So I'm curious to see how it's going to do that. The traffic is relatively heavy at this time. Alright, so I'm curious to see how it's going to do that. Because now, right after we take this left turn, we're gonna have to be in the right. And it's trying to do that. Not the best way to do it, but hey, we did it. I really thought I'm going to have to disengage over here, but that was actually very good decision making on FSD's part. Alright guys, we are here. We are at our destination. I'm going to park and I'll see you in the next video.